Okay, so let's go. Okay, I think I have a clue. So let me see if I can start with um. Okay, so by the way, this is day 3, Sayori route, and uh I kind of messed up on the poem, I think, because I got 11 out of 20 when I was trying to write for Sayori. I got mostly Yuri, and I got 1 or 2 Natsukis. So I just had to see where if I did favor Sayori. So, but first let me just go with Monika and then see where this goes. So, Monika. Hi, you. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I have to give it some more thought to it. Okay, no pressure. But what if you do? I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me so happy to see. She says. Anyways, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Okay, there you go. It's a new dialogue. I got it. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Sync. I gotta say, so in sync with her. Okay. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? Yeah, I guess you could say that. Like, although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined this club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me. About how Sayori's been a bit off today. Yeah, did she tell you something? Well... You haven't been flirting with her, have you? You haven't been... Wait, what? What? What do you mean, Monika? What do you mean? I should probably do this. What do you mean? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. How do I always treat her? Alright. Just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sierra's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? I don't know. Be talking to other girls, I think. Could that be it? You too? You're in this too, you know. Yeah. Oh, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyways, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. I think I read this already. Did I? There's been too much times where I'm just like focused with either Yuri or Natsuki. I don't know if I read Monika's. I think I did. But I'll read it again. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift to the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. Wait, what? Little hope, knowing legends don't... Okay. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless. But his hand catches me between the thumb of four fingers, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amounts to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose. Always seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. Oh, she was still quoting. Okay, my bad. I thought it was still Monika saying this thing. and with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. I didn't see the. I thought I saw it somewhere. Where did? I found the answer. Was it mountain? Where did I must have messed up somewhere. You know, I feel like learning, looking for answers, all sorts of things that gives me life and meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. Yeah, I see. I've never really put too much thought into it. Yeah. Anyway, it's almost paradoxical, because if we all had the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, that's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans are two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Who's one-dimensional? Am I? Is that me? Am I one-dimensional? Anyways, here's Monika writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. That's how it was with the English class, I think, if I remember right. We gather around, have other students look at our paper, and have them correct it, and then, you know, and I remember getting confused at one time before too, where I did correct it, then, you know, made a fresh one, then another student came and then they had to correct the one that was made before, and then I had to go back and then revert all that stuff, and I'm just like, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I gotta like actually leave the whole paper left as correct before I make any corrections. But well, I don't know. That's just me. I've been noticing, but we'll see. Yeah, okay, let's I got distracted, sorry, my bad. I mean, that's what's going on right now. I think that's what the whole point with the whole sharing the poem is. We read each other's, and then we get some different perspective, we get some ideas, and then, you know, bada bing, bada boom and stuff. Where am I getting that from? Where was that? Whatever. I'm getting distracted. Okay. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thank you for coming to my Monika talk.